It is my pleasure. My name is Tracy Huziak-Clark. I am the primary investigator of this grant that is funded by the National Education Foundation. And we are excited to have you all here. I'm going to introduce Dr. Lori Reffert. She is the Senior Director of Talent Acquisition and Management for Toledo Public Schools and one of our advisory board meetings on this grant. And we are so excited to have her partner with us as well as our other members. But Lori's going to do a little welcome and then I'll share a little bit more information about the grant. Lori, I'll turn it to you.
Thank you. I apologize. I got a little bit of something going on here. My February sinus, whatever. So I sound like a very deep voice. I see lots of names that I recognize. I'm excited to do this. I love this format. It was successful last year. And I just want to tell everybody good morning on this chilly Saturday, February in Northwest Ohio. We want to thank you for joining us today, obviously in your commitment to education and your personal and professional growth, which is obvious as you are participating in a professional development on a Saturday morning. I told Tracy earlier, I thought it started at 8. I am not a morning person, so it was good though. It was good. So congratulations. We all made it through another week. I'm sure it had many ups and downs, but hopefully you found a way to focus more on the ups. Teaching as a profession of love. It's a profession of making a difference. I know most days lately are really hard. We didn't take a class in college on how to teach during a global pandemic, but here we are doing it one day at a time and we're making it work. But let's think about why we do what we do. Focus on the positive. We need to fight the human tendency to focus on the negative. The human brain has a natural tendency to give weight to and remember negative experiences more than positive ones. Our brains are wired to scout for bad stuff and look for threats. That's because negative emotions generally involve more thinking and more processing than positive ones. When I was an elementary principal, I stood in the lobby by our main doors every morning and I said, good morning to every single kid that walked in, every adult, everybody who walked through our doors. Some days I danced, some days I waved, some days I had a magic wand, anything to get those kids motivated or to at least crack a smile. Am I a morning person? Absolutely not. Anybody that knows me knows I'm not a morning person. When Tracy asked us to present, I said, please, as long as it's not 9 or 8 o'clock in the morning. Did I have a crazy morning before I got there? More likely, yes. I have little ones at the time. One day, one of my teachers said to me, why? How are you so happy in the morning? I said, Ellen, you got to fake it till you make it. And it's true because I knew that it was important for our kids to start out their day with some kind of positive interaction. We have to reframe all the situations that we are in. Start putting the focus on the positive. Be mindful of our actions, our thoughts, and our responses to situations. Don't engage in the negative conversations. Don't read the comments on social media posts where everyone thinks they're an expert. For most of you know, well, if you don't, I ran for Perrysburg School Board this past school year because I knew that, I had to walk my talk. I stopped reading all the comments in the social media pages and it helped tremendously. You need to start and end your day with a positive quote, thought, or message. Find a colleague to do this with. A simple funny text, a meme, a video. It only takes a second to send that, to end your day on a positive note. Right now, I want you to humor me for 30 seconds. Close your eyes if you want to, and I want you to think of one positive thing that happened this week, and it doesn't have to be about work. Now, I want you to reflect on your why. Remember your value and your worth. Why did you become a teacher? You need to write it down and keep this as your focus on these difficult days. We need you. We appreciate you. We thank you for all that you do because it has been difficult and we know it. I want to thank you again for joining us today on this chilly Saturday, but at least it's virtual and we're all at home. And I look forward to a great day of some professional development. Thanks again for having me today.
Thank you, Lori. We appreciate your words and positive energy always. Thank you. We are here today because we are fortunate to have a U.S. Department of Education teacher quality grant, teacher partnership grant. The goal of this grant is to help us recruit, prepare, and retain teachers in particularly hard to staff areas. We have been so fortunate to partner with wonderful district partners alongside of BGSU, and we have been committed and focused on learning together and growing together to provide professional development and to help our future teachers become the very best that they can. We are committed to equitably and effectively educating each child through meaningful partnerships focused on facilitating high quality, relevant professional development that supports and empowers pre-service and in-service educators. Our advisory board works really hard to, as well as our teacher advisory board, to determine topics that are relevant and meaningful to both in-service teachers and pre-service teachers. So we're excited to be here today. We are so happy that so many presenters were willing to present this morning as well, and also that we were able to bring our main speaker in this morning. So it's my pleasure to introduce our first speaker this morning. Missy McLean is going to be, good morning, Missy, is going to be presenting her talk this morning on recognizing secondary traumatic stress and extreme burnout. And as Lori talked about, it's important to focus on our positives, but also to recognize that these are different situations. This is a different time than what we're used to. And there is stressors that we're involved in. So Missy McLean came highly recommended to us by several faculty members who had been in presentations and teachers who had been in presentations with her before. She has been committed to advocating for trauma-informed school environments, social and emotional learning in schools, and we're very excited to have her here this morning to share her expertise with us and to help us think about these topics this morning. So it's my pleasure to introduce Missy and to get us started this morning. I'm going to turn it over to you.